Here's some photos and videos from my honeymoon with my wife back in the fall. We flew from the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport down to the airport in Asheville, North Carolina. You can see the views of the rivers streaming right through the mountains here from the plane window. And once we reached North Carolina, we went for a little drive. We stopped to get some food. We found this restaurant called the Red Fox. The Red Fox is in Waynesville, North Carolina. Felt very nice and cozy in there. And I don't remember exactly what we got, but we got these nice looking rolls. And I got this burger that had waffles as the buns. Very delicious. Then we stayed at the Lake Rabin Hotel and Restaurant, over 100 years old. You can see a view of the garden room here. And there is a small door that goes out to a little porch. And you can see we're on the deck. Everything kind of seems like it's made of logs. It was very late at night when we made it. Tried grits for the first time at their breakfast. It was very delicious, had some cheese in there. Here's some views from the outside. We had such beautiful weather, especially for the fall. Being from the Midwest up north, it's a bit colder. And down here it was pretty much like summer still. It was very nice, and got some pumpkins out for the fall time. And we're just taking in the beautiful view here. You can see it's about 3 floors tall, and there's some rooms up on the 3rd floor as well. We stayed mainly on the 2nd floor. Here's a look into the lobby. We got a little fireplace going. There's the front door. There's another room off to the side here that has a TV and some games. We got a piano. We got the front desk in the restaurant area. And here is a little directory of shops there nearby and some things to do. And we tried out a few of these options on this list, and you'll see them later on. Here's a view of that 2nd room. We have a few couches, some chairs, got a table. There is a TV. That is, I believe, the only TV in the hotel. There's none in the actual rooms themselves. So if you're looking to just catch something on TV quick, you just come down to this room and you can turn that on. And again, just enjoying the outside. We stopped at this little garden shop here and spoke with, I believe, who was the owner, who was very nice. Stopped in small Lakemont, Georgia. And here we're in a little boutique. And across the road, there's a park. Little fairy garden. A lot of little rocks that were colored, little fairy aesthetics here. There's a mural of Little Lakemont, Georgia, in the downtown of all 4 buildings. Thought it would be bigger than that, but really enjoyed how small and quiet it was. It was very nice and relaxing. And here we got my wife decorating one of the rocks. You can see a lot of people have been coloring here. It's just colors everywhere. And yeah, it's just some markers sitting out, so you can kind of do whatever design you want. And here we have a view of that fairy garden. It's got the sun glaring right off my camera there. It was very bright, very warm. Couldn't have asked for better weather. And there's our rock, just married. Got our initials on there, and we set it in with all the other rocks. And still hope that rock is there today. So I'm sure it is. There was plenty of other people's rocks there as well. There was a Lakemont Gallery as well, which apparently I think was only open for reservations, so we never ended up going in. And we did stop over in the town of Clayton, Georgia nearby. We were outside of Universal Joint listening to some live music. And here is a view of our room we stayed in the rest of our trip here. This one was the Minnehaha room. Named after the Minnehaha Falls in Georgia. Worked pretty well for us because we came from Minnesota up here with our Minnehaha Falls. And we stopped at this little shop, Tallulah 1882. Really like the decorations around here. Very colorful and vibrant. And sat outside. Just kind of took in the view here. And got an old car out here. And just some garden decorations, an old truck. Just a lot to look at here. And then we made our way over to do some zip lining. We did this zip line at Sunburst Adventures in Clarksville, Georgia. I highly recommend going here for some zip lining, or they also had horseback riding. The guides were very wonderful, helped you make you feel comfortable zip lining especially if this was your first time. Not my first time, but I've done it a few times now. And here's some views from up there in the very mountainy upper north Georgia. And then we had some dinner at the Lake Raven restaurant. I had these noodles here, kind of like large spaghetti. It was very good food as well. We stopped at a winery here in Tiger, Georgia. We were at Stonewall Winery in Tiger, Georgia here, overlooking the mountains. Tried a few different of the local wines. And you can see here it's very vast with their fields. We got some kids running around just enjoying the open space. And we even tried some of their wine brownies. Those were really delicious, and I could have ate way more than I needed to, but I contained myself there. Didn't want to get too full yet, given it was pretty early in the day still. And then another trip through Clayton, Georgia here. We stopped at Alley's here in Lakemont, Georgia, and I really enjoyed this little shop. This little sandwich shop. It's got a little bit of like a gift shop type area in the very back. And then you got the upstairs, which is more like what felt like a boutique shop. Had some clothes and art decorations. And we ate there about 3 times in a week. Could say we really loved it. And I got the Tallulah Gorge State Park we visited. Very large park here. Got a large, you can say, gorge in the ground here. Just a large like ravine. And got the drawbridge down there below. We made our way down to the drawbridge. Had to go down a whole flight of stairs. And getting on that bridge was a little wobbly, but wasn't really scared of it. You know, it was pretty stable. But yeah, got some pretty good views of the stream going down underneath. As you can see here, it would be really cool to like maybe do some kayaking down here. I don't remember if that's allowed. I think they only let so many visitors down to the very bottom per day, and someday maybe that would be nice to do if I ever come back down there again, which hopefully I will be able to. Some more views overlooking the gorge here. Can really get a ways up and see quite a ways out. You can see the dam across the way. Miles and miles of just open nature here. Very lovely. And we stopped in the visitor center too. They had a little exhibit going on, especially for like the towns where the railroads had come through and were very popular back then. And then another stop back in Clayton, Georgia. We ate at the Friends American Grill, where you can sit up on the rooftop area and overlook the town. And you can see the Wander store across the street. You can see it was a little windy. Had the paper towel blowing around. But again, another sunny day. Just enjoying the town here. We got the menu. And to finish this first part of our trip in Georgia, just take in the Lake Raven hotel views overnight. It gives you a whole different type of feeling than during the day. And another look in the inside here when it's dark out and got the fireplace turned off. If you guys liked that video, please drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.